Hello and welcome to my little corner of the internet. My name is Katie and this is my YouTube channel, Something by Katie. Thank you for clicking on the video. And today, finally, I received in the mail my Colourpop and Rawbeautykristi collection. I have the whole collection in here and I'm so excited to play with it. I have not opened anything. This is first impressions. I'll be doing some swatches. If I feel like this palette reminds me of any other Colourpop palettes I own, I'll include some comparison swatches. If you're curious what I have on my face, I'm wearing the new Alamar Cosmetics Color Blush Trios in Fairlight and Medium. Fairlight and Medium. And then on my lips, I have Alamar Birthday Suit Lip Liner and Gloss, as well as Dulce Lip Liner. But this video will be coming soon, either tomorrow or the next day, so keep an eye out for it. But yeah, today we're going into the Rawbeautykristi collection, so if you are interested in that, keep on watching. So, getting in here, this is the whole collection. I'm so excited. This packaging is so cute. If you're not familiar with Rawbeautykristi, she is a beauty YouTuber and she lives in Washington State outside of Seattle now, and she is just the most delightful human on the internet. Also, congratulations, Kristi and Zach. Zach is her husband. Congratulations on your new baby. I'm so happy for you. Just the deepest happiness to you and all the best vibes. This has been quite a year for you because not only has Kristi had this, she's also had this collaboration, the other one with Pure. Like, it's been a great year. I'm so happy for them in their new home and just so much delight that is so well deserved. But anyway, the artwork is just great. It's so Kristi, and yeah, so I wanted to just kind of explain who she is if you're not familiar. Obviously, everything's still in the unit cartons. I can't get over it. It's so pretty. It's soft touch packaging. Oh, I love the watercolor. Oh. I'd say that after my Lunar Beauty products, like the Moonspell palette and the Moon Prism blush palette, this is probably some of the most beautiful packaging I own. This is very pretty, very pretty. Oh, I'm excited to use this palette. Oh yeah, these are my colors. I love a dusty rose with a purple. I love a mustard. I love greens. This is exciting. I love this evergreen shade. I'm excited to play with that. Ooh, so pretty. Look how cute the packaging that she chose for the Super Shock Shadows is. This green and then the little mushroom detail. It's so cute. Let's dive into some swatches.
First, I'm going to take my lip gloss off.
I'm just going to use my Birthday Suit lip liner from Alamar Cosmetics. It is like a rosier pink shade. I do just want to say I only have one other Luxe lip gloss. It is the shade Check In, and it was in the Marvelous Mauves collection. I really like it, so I enjoy the Luxe lip gloss formula. It's a lip gloss, classic gloss formula, so you might find yourself like doing the thing with it. So if you're not into that, don't get it. First, I'm gonna go in with Wildflower. Ooh, should have done this. I like the big doe foot applicator, and this is like no shimmer, pretty. I like the flavor. It's like guava kind of. Yeah, this is like a milkier gloss. So if you're not into that, take note. No shimmers, anything like that. This is really pretty. I personally love it, but like I said, I love, like, I don't care if the gloss is weird. Don't wear it with a mask. By God, don't wear it with a mask. That would be nasty. And now we're gonna do Glacier. This clear gloss. Oh, pretty. Oh, pretty. It's the same lip liner, by the way. Very pretty. I love this. I like sparkly glosses like this, personally. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm gonna swatch the eyeliners. A couple of weeks before Kristi announced her collab, I placed an order for a couple of cream gel liners, and do you see some similarities? I'm gonna compare, obviously not the purple one, but this is Kristi's Fresh Thyme. Is that what it's called? No, Spare Thyme. Duh. Fresh Thyme's a place. Oh, different video. Okay, this is the green. It's pretty. This is marigold. Shit, it broke. I broke it. That's sad. Now the shade Woodsy. Ooh, that's a very rich brown. Now let's compare the shade Juniper. Juniper is definitely a cooler shade, if you can see. I think, yeah, it's definitely cooler. So that's good. They're not exactly the same. And then this shade is Sub-Zero. Oh yeah, very different. So that's awesome. I'm glad to see that these are different, and I'm excited to try these out. And now let's swatch Campfire, the Super Shock Shadow. Ooh. Beautiful. Campfire. Wow. It's really pretty. Next is the shade Olympic. That is a beautiful, beautiful neutral champagne-y color. Next up is mycelium. That's a fungi, I believe. I'm not a huge mushroom person myself personally, but it is what it is. I still love this theme. I love Kristi. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Ah, it's so pretty. Oh my god. Ah, it's so good. This is like a moss. Oh, it's so creamy. These shadows never get old. Super Shock shadows. Oh, I love. I'm definitely going to be using this one today. The eyeshadow palette swatches are coming up next. I'm going to be doing the eyeshadow swatches on this part of my arm. Quite frankly, for me to see all the colors. First, we're going to take the shade here, Puffball, and then Chanterelle, another mushroom related thing, Rainier, Mountain, Old Growth, Puffball, Chanterelle. It's like a mac and cheese shade for sure. Rainier. It's like a terracotta. That's really pretty. And this is Old Growth. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. Yeah, these are so good. So my colors, so up my alley. I'm very pleased I have this. Finally, the shade Evergreen. I, for one, like that there are only 2 shimmers because she has all the Super Shocks, and much like with her pure palette, I still have the same preferences. I prefer matte shadows, so I don't mind it. This shade called West Coast. Wow. It's really pretty. Next is Homegrown. Amina? What is this? Amanita, whatever. It's beautiful. I don't know words. My brain isn't so good. Bottom row here, Fiddlehead, Emerald, City, PNW, and Let It Rain. Fiddlehead. Emerald City. PNW. Wow, that's rich. Let It Rain. And that is the eyeshadow palette. I think that this definitely has some similarities between some other Colourpop palettes, so please hold. Let me go retrieve them and I'll be right back. Okay. Oops. A couple that really stand out to me are honestly the Through My Eyes palette from I Love Sarai and Colourpop. There's definitely some similarities here, in my humble opinion. But this is an older palette. I use this all the time. So good. And this has some similarities. A recently used palette of mine, my Dream Street palette. This is similar in some ways. I'm going to see if Water Bearer is similar at all. Let's see. This is the shade Water Bearer from Kathleen's palette. Oh yeah, those are like literally the same color. Okay. Yeah, those are the same if you have them. The shade Moody from Through My Eyes, I think is similar to Emerald City perhaps. Yeah, it is similar for sure. Yeah, so I definitely see why I am drawn to all these palettes. They have a lot in common. Let's go into the shade from this palette called Wild Soul. One of my favorite shades in this palette for sure. Is it close here? No. This first one. This is definitely more of a true mustard. And that is like a mac and cheese shade. That's definitely a lighter shade. So there are some similarities, of course, across some other Colourpop palettes. I have the Honey palette, which I think Buzzkill here is similar to Puffball, so let me try that. Buzzkill. Yeah, pretty similar. It's not quite as deep, but it's got the same, it's the same tone, just not as deep. That'll play nicely together. Feel Free from the Sweet Talk palette. I think it's similar to the shade I couldn't pronounce, and also there's a shade in here called In Case You Missed It that I think is similar to Rainier, so I'll swatch those as well. This is In Case You Missed It, which I think is similar to the Terracotta shade here. Yep, for sure. Very similar. It's more orangey, not quite as deep, but it's similar. And then Feel Free, which is this plum shade. I think it's similar to that Amma blah blah whatever I couldn't pronounce. Okay. No, it's not quite. This one's not the same. Yeah, this is more red toned, the one I'm doing. And this is way more purpley toned. Very different. Let's see about this shade Divina though. Let's see what the tone difference here is. Yeah, Divina is definitely more similar, but it's still not quite as purple. So there are a lot of differences. I also have the Blush Crush palette I could go through. Making Mauves palette that does have some similarities as well. So obviously you can see there's Colourpop likes to repeat some colors. They like to repeat some shades. Maybe if they were newer palettes, like all the palettes I showed are older. They came out last year or the year before, so that's worth noting that they, at least it didn't all come out this year, you know? Anyway, okay. Okay, next going to Chanterelle, the yellowy color going over. Great. We love to see this type of grungy, grimy color combo in this house. This is like my favorite type of look. Next, I'm going to go into the shade Fiddlehead, the green, mossy green. Take that lower into the lower crease. Next, I'm going to go into Emerald City. Just put that right on my lid. Next, we're going back in with Chanterelle, the yellow, to blend the two together. Homegrown, the deeper brown, very rich brown. Just kind of pressing that in the outer V to deepen it up. Yeah, I think this is a totally performing as expected, you know? All right, now I'm gonna go into the shade Evergreen from the palette out here. Just using my finger. And then now I'm going to use Like a Moss. Oh my god, I love this so much. Okay, now I'm going to take Evergreen, or that's not the name of this, Woodsy. Right? Woodsy? Yeah, taking Woodsy into the upper tight line. These are better than my other cream gel liner, or at least this one is already. I'm gonna put the green on the lower waterline, and then I'm going to do more of a purple lower lash line. Now, Amanita, why I am embarrassed at this point, quite frankly. I'm going to take the shade Olympic as well into the lower inner corner here. Just into the inner corner, actually. Great. So good. Overall, my first impression is that I like everything, and I'm not surprised by that. I'm definitely going to do more looks with this palette and these Super Shocks and these eyeliners and play with everything quite a bit more. So I'm not giving a full review yet, but so far so good, and I'm really happy with the look I came up with. It was so fun to play with this collection. Again, congratulations to Kristi, Zach, and Unnamed Baby for entering the world and joining arguably the coolest family on the internet. So anyway, I'm so glad I got this collection. If you're interested in it and the colors speak to you, it's the tried and true Colourpop formula so far in the shades I've used. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.